First alert forecast.
Well, hazy skies on your Saturday evening. A little bit harder to see downtown Fort Wayne right now. Your temperature right now, 76 degrees. Notice our humidity isn't that high. That just goes to show, yeah, we're not dealing with fog. We're dealing with that wildfire smoke at the ground. Your air quality right now in the yellow. So we have in years past been up to hazardous levels. We're not quite there, but we've been bouncing back and forth the past few days between the yellow and the orange, indicating that the air quality is starting to lower. Right now, we're at the point where we're not looking at time that needs to be limited for anyone with lung issues. That's usually in the orange. Red means we're unhealthy for everyone. This is just to the point where people that are really at that extreme sensitivity may notice things. But nonetheless, I do think that unfortunately the smoke could get worse. Being the bearer of bad news here, I want to show you this just so that way you can be prepared. As we go into the early part of the work week on Monday, I'm tracking an upper level low. You can see this dip in the jet stream. What this is going to do for Monday is it cuts off all of these wildfires that we have up to the north for a very brief period of time. We'll start to see that wraparound air with the low pressure system cut us off from the source of the smoke, but it doesn't last for long. I think things briefly get better on Monday, but then get worse by Tuesday as that upper level low digs in across the Great Lakes. That just allows for the channel to open up between where all the smoke is and where we are. So I do think Tuesday and on in the forecast, that smoke could get worse. I take you through future track when we just talk about that smoke. Here's those light levels we have right now, which are certainly noticeable still. But as we go into Monday, things briefly getting better with that cutoff I showed you. Then we walk into Tuesday. Thicker smoke expected throughout the day on Tuesday, and that will likely linger for a few days. Now, what that upper level low will do Monday, Tuesday, and into the early part of next week is slowly dry us out. But before we get to the dry trend, we have some rain to talk about for tonight into early tomorrow. Here's a look. Dry right now, but you can see all the rain starting to shape up closer to Indianapolis, and that will slowly head our direction for later this evening. As we go into tomorrow morning, looking to be pretty soggy too. I walk you through hour by hour. Just before midnight, some of our counties already starting to get a bit wet. But the wettest time period is going to be early tomorrow morning before the sun comes up. Anything from 3 a.m. to about 6 a.m. looking at widespread rain for your early Sunday plans. By mid-morning, I'd say 9 to 10 a.m., the majority of that rain's moving out, and then we slowly dry up for the rest of your day on Sunday. Maybe a very weak chance for a stray shower late Sunday night. So if maybe you're trying to put the weed killer out, things like that, just know there's a very small chance for Sunday. Otherwise, all of us getting that widespread rain for late tonight into tomorrow. We're at 76 degrees right now. Here's how the rest of your evening plans out. Temperature slowly slipping out of the 60s late tonight and going into very early tomorrow morning. The warm up is on the way into next week. We really start to see that kick in by Wednesday. In your 7-day forecast, 80s returning by Wednesday, and we look to ride out the 80s into Father's Day weekend. But Meg, something else I'm keeping in mind is that chance for rain for Friday into Saturday. We really have to watch that for your early Father's Day weekend plans.
I was going to say, it's all the holiday weekends in recent weeks, and so everyone's always on edge being like, is it going to rain? Do I have to set up a tent? So always good that we're looking out for that. All right, Liz, thanks so much.